one thing I love about semiotics is how interdisciplinary it is. And it includes people from different backgrounds, you know, so we can all benefit from people's different ways of doing things, you know. So when I hear you talking about, on the one hand, I really like your interest in material objects, and also your interest in stories and narratives, you know. And I see a similar, if we want to call it a binary opposition, I see a similar binary opposition in my own work, where what a lot of my clients want is what JP is asking me for here. Right, they want short, tactical, fast answers. Right, they're like, yes, sounds good. You know, my big claim to fame this year is that I single-handedly doubled the effectiveness of a shopper marketing app developed by Unilever. Okay, so it's a good sales story for the year, right? And when people hear this, they're like, great, semiotics makes my sales go up. You know, give me some tools, give me something I can use right now. I want instant results and fast actions. And yes, there are hundreds of these things. And I'll show you a couple in a minute, JP, okay? But in just the same way that Josh's job isn't over when he finishes looking at material objects, right? My job is not over when I've handed over a half a dozen or, you know, 3 dozen easy, quick and dirty semiotic signs that you can put on your packaging or in your store, right? So while Josh is looking at narratives and stories for his other half of the game, my other half of the game involves using a set of semiotic prompt questions and hypotheses, which enable me to ask not just, you know, which of these logos is going to be better for Magnum, for example, but what kind of a society or what kind of a culture needs Magnum to exist. Now, I don't necessarily conceive of those things in terms of stories, although storytelling, it's more about, the storytelling I do is more for my clients. I think that's where Josh's approach and my approach are very similar and yet subtly different, is that with the experienced clients, once they've had some semiotics, they become a bit less insistent about, can you give me 20 more things that I can just plug and play today? And they start asking deeper, more strategic questions.